What up YouTube, I'm your host ProfessorStix, back at it again with another Call of Duty Warzone video. Today we're going to be comparing the C58 and the XM4. We'll be looking at these stats, I'll be showing you guys the recoil pattern, and finally I'll be sharing with you guys the best attachments. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make Warzone tips and tricks videos and I compare the best weapons in Warzone. Let's get right into it. When we're looking at the weapon stats, the C58 has an ADS speed of 296 milliseconds and a movement speed of 4.78 meters per second. The XM4 has an ADS speed of 248 milliseconds and a movement speed of 4.62 meters per second. The C58 has a reload speed of 2 seconds and a rate of fire of 550 rounds per minute. The XM4 has a reload speed of 2.24 seconds and a rate of fire of 727 rounds per minute. Let's jump into the damage profile. The C58 does 59 damage to the head, which means it's going to take 5 shots to down a fully armored opponent, and the XM4 does 48 damage to the head, which means it's going to take 6 shots to down a fully armored opponent. The C58 does 44 damage to the chest, which means it's going to take 6 shots to down a fully armored opponent, and the XM4 does 32 damage to the chest, which means it's going to take 8 shots to down a fully armored opponent. Now keep in mind that both of these weapons do have a damage fall off, the C58 at 25 meters and the XM4 at 22 meters. Now let's take a look at the time to kill. The C58 will down a fully armored opponent if you're hitting all of your headshots in 436 milliseconds, and the XM4 will down a fully armored opponent if you're hitting all of your headshots in 413 milliseconds. The C58 will down a fully armored opponent if you're hitting all of your chest shots in 545 milliseconds, and the XM4 will do that in 578 milliseconds. With the C58, you do have to hit 2 or 3 headshots to reduce your time to kill to 436 milliseconds, and with the XM4, you do have to hit 2 or 3 shots to be able to reduce your time to kill to 495 milliseconds. All right, let's look at the recoil pattern. All right, so taking a look at the recoil pattern, we have the C58 on the left and the XM4 on the right. As you can see, primarily vertical recoil, not a lot of horizontal recoil. You can see with the XM4, it's very vertical for about the first 15 bullets, and then it starts to veer off into the right and then it straightens out again. Same thing with the C58, vertical at the start, starts to veer off into the left, and then it straightens out again. If you feel like this is too much recoil for you to handle, you can go ahead and try on the field agent grip, but I'm telling you guys, it's not going to make that much of a difference. All right guys, let's jump into the situational use. All right, so take a look at the situational use. The C58 is an absolute slapper. I mean, I think it's the replacement for the AMAX, which got recently nerfed. The C58 is excellent for long range. However, with that slow rate of fire, it is a less forgiving weapon. So you want to make sure that you're using it from high ground. You want to make sure you're using it from cover, making sure that you're going to most likely be hitting the first shot. If you're in that position, you're most likely going to win most of your gunfights with the C58. But if you do miss a couple bullets, it does hurt your time to kill significantly. The XM4 is an all-around weapon. You can use it close range, mid range, long range. It's an excellent sniper support weapon. The way I'm going to be showing you guys how to build it though, it is going to be for long range. All right, let's get into the attachments. All right, so for the attachments for the C58, you're going to want to go with the agency suppressor. For the barrel, you're going to want to go with the 18.5 inch task force barrel. It's going to give you the maximum bullet velocity, maximum vertical recoil control, effective damage range, and horizontal recoil control. It is going to, however, hurt your aim down sight speed. You're going to want to go with the 55 round drum mag, the serpent wrap, which is going to give you back your ADS speed, and then any optic of your choice. For the XM4, you're going to want to go with the agency suppressor, the 13.5 inch task force barrel, the 60 round mag, the serpent wrap, and any optic of your choice. All right, so here are my final thoughts. The C58 is an excellent weapon to use. You don't even have to max it out for it to be effective, and it's excellent on Rebirth Island. You definitely can use it on Verdansk, but you want to make sure you're pairing it with a sniper support weapon, or if you're going to run and gun, you want to pair it with a good SMG. Now, keep in mind that the C58 does have a slow rate of fire, and that makes it a less forgiving weapon. The XM4, however, is an absolutely excellent weapon to use at all ranges. It's great sniper support. As I said, you're going to find that the XM4 is going to be very reliable, and you're going to find that the recoil is easy to control. So I think the XM4 does have a slight edge over the C58 just because it's more versatile. But if you're looking for something that hits, something that reminds you of the AMAX, you definitely want to try out the C58. All right, guys, that's it for me. As always, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can find your way back for more Call of Duty content. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.